different sentence, same meaning. Part 1. Ways of rewriting a phrase or sentence without changing its meaning. Using synonyms. Change from active to passive. Change the word form. Change the word order. Using synonyms. Let's look at some examples. But first of all, what are synonyms? They are words or phrases with exactly or nearly the same meaning. For example, unhappy, sad. Dave likes computer games. Dave is keen on computer games. Likes, keen on, are synonyms. Peter was made responsible for the library. Peter was in charge of the library. Made responsible for. In charge of. It can be difficult to choose a good book. It is not easy to choose a good book. Difficult. Not easy. His boss didn't accept his proposal. His boss turned down his proposal. Didn't accept. Turned down. The world population is rising dramatically. The global population is growing at an alarming rate. Rising, growing. Dramatically. At an alarming rate. He thought that smoking was allowed here. He was under the impression that smoking was allowed here. Thought. Was under the impression. The mouse stayed in the hole until the cat could not be seen any longer. The mouse stayed in the hole until the cat was out of sight. Could not be seen any longer. Was out of sight. Jerry managed to finish his project in time. Jerry succeeded in finishing his project in time. Managed to finish. Succeeded in finishing. It's not worth buying him ties as he only wears t-shirts. There is no point in buying him ties as he only wears t-shirts. It's not worth. There's no point. Her friends despised her because she had no money. Her friends looked down on her because she had no money. Despised. Looked down on. Her father does not approve of her plans. Her father is not in favor of her plans. Does not approved. Is not in favor. Different sentence. Same meaning. Part 2. Ways of rewriting a phrase or sentence without changing its meaning. Change from active to passive. Let's look at some examples. In an active sentence, the subject does the action. For example, the boy eats an apple. The boy, subject. Eats, action. The boy, subject, does the eating, which is the action. In a passive sentence, the subject does not do the action. For example, an apple is eaten by the boy. An apple, subject, is eaten, action. An apple, subject, does not do the eating. Eating is the action. Simple present tense. Everybody likes me. I am liked by everybody. Everybody likes the new teacher. The new teacher is liked by everybody. Everybody liked the new teachers. The new teachers are liked by everybody. Simple past tense. Jack won the top prize. The top prize was won by Jack. We sang the songs. The songs were sung by us. Present continuous tense. David is eating a hamburger. A hamburger is being eaten by David. The girls are washing the dishes. The dishes are being washed by the girls. Past continuous tense. She was baking a cake yesterday. A cake was being baked by her yesterday. They were clearing the boxes. The boxes were being cleared by them. Present perfect tense. He has mailed the letter. The letter has been mailed by him. They have eaten the grapes. The grapes have been eaten by them. Past perfect tense. The fallen tree had damaged the car. The car had been damaged by the fallen tree. They had taken my books. My books had been taken by them. Future tense. Anna will clean the table. The table will be cleaned by Anna. Joan is going to bake a cake. A cake is going to be baked by Joan. They are going to open the presents. The presents are going to be opened by them. Different sentence. Same meaning. Part 3. Ways of rewriting a phrase, or sentence, without changing its meaning. Change the word form. Changing the word form is a quick way to learn new words. For example, Adam is a man of great intelligence. Adam is a very intelligent man. Here is a list of endings for most nouns. These are endings for most nouns for people. These are endings for most adjectives. Here are some endings for some verbs. Most adverbs end with ly. Let's look at some more examples. An invitation was sent to the parents. Invitation is a noun. The parents were invited. Invited is a verb in the past tense. Steve did not have the courage to go on stage. Steve was not courageous enough to go on stage. He is a man of great strength. He is very strong. Lily works with diligence. Lily works diligently. The prisoner left the country soon after his release. The released prisoner left the country. The cobbler takes much pride in his work. The cobbler is proud of his work. His success was due to his hard work. His hard work made him successful. He succeeded because he worked hard. Linda respects her teachers. Linda is respectful to her teachers. Linda shows respect to her teachers. He bought the watch because of the salesman's persistence. The salesman persisted until the man bought the watch. The persistent salesman persuaded the man to buy the watch. Different sentence. Same meaning. Part 4. Ways of rewriting a phrase, or sentence, without changing its meaning. Change the word order. You can often move the words in a sentence in such a way that they say the same thing in another way. For example, there is a flower vase in the lounge. In the lounge. There is a flower vase. The market has a lot of people. There are a lot of people at the market. There were many people at the air show. At the air show, there were many people. When she lost her dog, she was very sad. She was very sad when she lost her dog. Change the word order using the present participle. Jim had no money because he had lost his job. Having lost his job, Jim had no money. Having is a present participle. Change the word order using sentence connectors. For example, so, because, to show cause and effect. He works hard so he will pass. So shows the effect. He will pass because he works hard, because, shows the cause. He works hard. Cause. He will pass, effect. He will pass, effect. He works hard. Cause. Change the word order using gerund, which is a noun made from a verb by adding ing. It is bad for you to slouch. To slouch is a verb. Slouching is bad for you. Slouching is a gerund. Different sentence. Same meaning. Part 5. Rewriting a sentence without changing its meaning by using an idiom or idiomatic expression. An idiom is an expression comprising of two or more words. For example, over the moon. It cannot be understood from the meanings of each word on its own. Idioms relating to feelings and emotions. Mark was extremely happy and excited when his team won the football match. Mark was over the moon when his team won the football match. Mary looked very depressed because her dog had just died. Mary was looking very down in the mouth because her dog had just died. Down in the mouth is an idiom. The family of a missing woman are extremely worried and anxious over her disappearance. The family of a missing woman are worried sick over her disappearance. Worried sick. James Sutton screaming made them very frightened. James Sutton screaming scared them out of their wits. Scared someone out of his or her wits. The comedian was so funny that I laughed loudly and heartily. The comedian was so funny that I laughed my head off. Laugh one's head off. Robert was very eager to go cycling at the park. Robert was itching to go cycling at the park. Itching to do something. Alice cried uncontrollably when her cat died. Alice cried her eyes out when her cat died. Cry one's eyes out. Jenny revealed her innermost thoughts and feelings to her best friend. Jenny bared her soul to her best friend. Bare one's soul. Jack was annoyed with his friend, who was an hour late. Jack was cheesed off with his friend, who was an hour late. Cheese off. Jim did the job as well as he possibly could. Jim did the job to the best of his ability. To the best of one's ability. Lucy felt rather uncomfortable at her brother's party, because she was the only girl there. Lucy felt like a fish out of water at her brother's party, because she was the only girl there. A fish out of water. Peter was passionately in love with Tina. Peter was head over heels in love with Tina. Head over heels in love. Amy will go crazy if she sees her bedroom in such a mess. Amy will go bananas if she sees her bedroom in such a mess. Go bananas. As Julie opened her present, her happy face clearly expressed her reaction. As Julie opened her present, her happy face spoke volumes. Speak volumes. Luke admitted that he was wrong and apologized to his sister. Luke swallowed his pride and apologized to his sister. Swallowing's pride. Sam had been feeling extremely desperate all day trying to find the error in his program. Sam had been tearing his hair out all day trying to find the error in his program. Tear one's hair out. The students admire Mr. Smith very much as he is a wonderful teacher. The students think the world of Mr. Smith as he is a wonderful teacher. Think the world of. The child was too shy to speak when the adults spoke to her. The child became tongue-tied when the adults spoke to her. Tongue-tied.